kindergarten artists, welcome back to art. I thought we would continue on with our sculpture projects. I really enjoyed seeing all of the photos that you guys sent me of the creations that you made with the rolled paper sculpture. Good job. I wanted to keep going on that and maybe tighten it up a little bit and make a little bit of a smaller sculpture. So I have a box of toothpicks. I have a variety of objects here that are going to seem a little weird, but you'll get it in a minute. I have some peas, carrots, corn, a marshmallow, and if you happen to have modeling clay, that's the clay that doesn't really ever get hard. It's sort of it smells a little waxy, actually. If you have modeling clay, that would be great for this project, or Play-Doh works really well for this as well. So what I wanted to do is try to think of how to build a structure using the toothpicks as my main element. So I've got to think about some shapes that might be able to be put together with some of my materials here. If you have marshmallows, this is really big, and try not to eat them until maybe later. So I'm just using a pair of scissors, and I'm just cutting them into, ew, they're sticky. Sticky, small, like kind of this size chunks. So I'm going to go ahead and prep a few of those. I might use them, I might not use them, I don't know yet. I love that about art, that you get to experiment and see what works best. I can tell already I'm not going to like the marshmallows because I don't like the sticky. I don't mind mess, but I don't like sticky. So maybe I'll do some little, remember when we did our clay bowls and you put the ball of clay in your hand and you rolled it around and it made a nice little shape? So this reminds me of a pea, doesn't it? So I'm going to make a few of those just so I can have them ready to go. Again, if you have Play-Doh, this would be a really good project for Play-Doh. If it's still kind of moist and valid still. It won't work if it's dried out Play-Doh. So I'm just taking it in the palm of my hand, using my finger. I think I'll just make a pile of these. So when I start building my sculpture, this is sort of an engineering sculpture build. So you've got to think of shapes that you can put together with these straight lines. So I'm just going to start with my modeling clay because I think that might be the easiest thing. Look at that. I made a V. Now these are where my joints are, my joining sections, so I can put one there and one there. This is going to take a while. That's great. Hey look, I've got a triangle. Maybe I'll start that as my base of my sculpture, and then I can start building up. Let me try a different material. Let's see how carrots work. Oh yeah, they work pretty well too. Maybe you could come up with a different idea to use. Oh look, I can use, see how I'm using the modeling clay? Oh, I like the orange and the blue together. They kind of talk well together. Because it is a sculpture, I want to think about it in a visual way. Look at that, I've made a nice little triangle-based pyramid. So now I want to start kind of branching off from my pyramid. I've got to think about my base. Is my base going to be really small and then it comes out? Then I'm going to have to really think about balance. Or is my base going to be big and then it comes in and out from there? I don't know. I'll have to keep playing around with it and see. I wonder how the corn works, because I like the yellow. Oh, the corn works pretty well too. This is making me hungry. Oh, look at that. Now my sculpture's starting to get a form. It's a little more interesting. I'm going to keep working on this and see how big I can make it without it toppling over. It might fall apart. The great thing about these materials is if it falls apart, I'm gonna stick it back together again. Don't poke yourself with the toothpicks. If you don't have toothpicks, maybe you have Q-tips. Maybe you have maybe popsicle sticks. I like toothpicks because they are sharp, so you can kind of stick them. Ugh, yeah, the marshmallows are really sticky. Gross. You can stick them into lots of different materials. See, mine's already falling apart. That's okay, I'll just have to adjust. Whoa! I hope you enjoy playing with this. Oh, I like that already. I could just stop right there, but I think I want a big one. All right, I hope you enjoy playing around with different materials, and after you're done, I would not eat the food that you've touched, but if you have things left over, maybe you can make soup after art. All right, have fun.